Okay, so we have to solve for x. So we have here two equations, 14 minus x equals 3 and 12 minus x equals 38. So we should be able to solve these by using some simple steps. Remember that what these equations mean is that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. So at the moment, these equations are balanced. Both equations are fully balanced. So what that means is that any change we make to one side of the equation, we've got to make to the other side. And by doing that, we make sure that the whole equation stays balanced throughout all our workings. Now, what's really important when we solve problems like this is to show our working clearly. Each step needs to be clearly noted, and our layout is clear and easy to follow. So one of the key things to do really is to identify the terms. So we've got a positive 3, a minus x, and a positive 14. And what we want to do is we want to isolate the x. Even if it's a minus x, we want to keep it by itself on one side of the equation only. So let's start. To get the x by itself, we have to get rid of this 14. Now this is a positive 14, so the opposite of plus 14 is to minus 14, right? And we must do that to both sides. So if we're on 14, then we minus 14, we end up at 0, so that cancels out. What's left? Well, minus x is left. And on this side, 3 minus 14 takes us to minus 11, right? Now we can't end on a minus x. We have to find the value of x. It doesn't say find the value of minus x. So we have to, now remember, minus x really means minus 1x. So how can we turn this minus 1 into a positive 1? Well, we can multiply it, right, by minus 1, because minus 1 times minus 1 is positive 1. So we multiply minus x by negative 1, and we do the same to the other side. So minus x times minus 1 gives us positive x, and minus 11 times minus 1 gives us 11. So this should be the answer. What we should do, we should check, and we check by substituting. Okay, so what that means is, here's the original equation. We think we know what the value of x is, so we take out the x and we put in what its value is, which is 11, and then we see if it makes sense. 14 minus 11 is 3. Is that true? Well, it is true. Therefore, this is correct, and our working must also be correct. For the second equation, we've got plus 38 as a term, minus x as a term, and plus 12 as a term. So this is going to be very similar to the previous equation. So we want to minus 12, because that is the opposite of plus 12, and we do that to both sides. So that cancels out to 0. We're left with minus x equals, what is 38 minus 12? Well, that gives us 26, positive 26, right? We have minus x, so we don't want minus x, we need positive x. So we multiply that by negative 1, and we must do the same over here. So this now becomes x, positive x, which is what we want. And on this side, positive 26 times minus 1 gives us minus 26. Doesn't matter if it's minus 26. If the x is positive, that's what its value is. So we need to check again. So let's substitute. It was 12 minus x equals 38. Now we think we know the value of x. The value of x is minus 26. 12 minus minus 26. Now minus minus means plus, right? So it's 12 plus 26 equals 38. Is this correct? Well, it is. Therefore, our working is all correct, and so is the final answer.